You can feel it before you explain it. The tightness in your chest, the heaviness in your heart, the breath that won't quite reach the bottom of your lungs. What if that sensation isn't anxiety, but ungrieved grief? What if the tension in your chest isn't a flaw in your body, but a boundary your heart has built to protect something sacred? Your chest holds your lungs, your breath, your ribs, your heart, but it also holds your losses. And sometimes the body remembers the heartbreak we never let ourselves feel. Welcome. I'm Elgin, Contrarian soul guide, spiritual CEO, visionary mystic, and mentor to those who are ready to remember who they are beyond the conditioning, the coping, and the control. I guide intellects, analyticals, empaths, and intuitive leaders back into alignment with their body, their truth, and their sacred purpose so that they can stop performing and start living fully expressed. This is the Body Wisdom series, and today we're tuning into the chest and heart, the sacred space of breath, connection, grief, and protection. Our body and mind are beautiful instruments of co-creation. They were never meant to carry the full weight of this life alone. Consciousness, your higher awareness, is meant to walk alongside them, to direct them. But when we forget who we are, when we become fragmented or lost in performance, the mind spins in loops and the body carries what it was never meant to do. The chest is often one of the first places that we feel this. Tension, pressure, shortness of breath, the subtle ache of something unspoken. This episode is about listening to the whispers in your chest before they become screams, about making space for grief before it hardens into defense. Let's breathe deep and remember what the body never forgot. Your chest is a temple of breath and of spirit. Your lungs are the first and last to touch this world. The breath is spirit moving through the body. And when the breath is shallow, tight, constricted, it often means something in us is bracing for disappointment, bracing for abandonment, bracing for what we never felt safe to feel. Your ribs aren't just protection, they're containment for sacred feeling. And when emotion isn't given space, the chest begins to close. Our heart is a witness of loss, of grief. The heart isn't just an emotional metaphor, it's an energetic portal. It knows when we've withheld love from ourselves, when we've betrayed our own knowing to avoid being rejected, when we've endured loss and never fully grieved it. The heart is a processor of suffering, of grief, jealousy, envy, of desires. Not only desires unmet, but the ones we've met as well. The thing is, grief doesn't always look like sobbing. Sometimes it looks like apathy, a lack of interest, enthusiasm, or concern. It might look like numbness, constant productivity, or even a subtle, unexplained sadness that never quite leaves. The body says, please let it move through me. Energy's not meant to be stagnant. It's in motion. So let's talk about emotional armor and self-protection. Many of us are unconsciously armoring our hearts. We were taught it's not safe to be soft. Vulnerability is a weakness. Love is conditional. The first time the heart feels heartache or heartbreak, the subconscious will begin the process of creating a heart wall, an energetic barrier to protect the heart in an effort to not feel that pain as deeply ever again. And so the chest holds the weight, it tenses and it guards, because the nervous system has learned openness equals danger. And here's the truth. Your protection is sacred, but it's also optional now. You can choose when to open and how much. You can choose who receives your softness. You can let your heart be seen without collapsing your boundaries. Here's the truth. The heart was designed to be open. It naturally closes in predatory situations. We can watch and see animals and understand this action. However, after the event is over, it is supposed to open again. It is the strongest. It is at its strongest when it's open. The heart has a bioelectromagnetic field that is being measured at over 15 feet in diameter. And when in a state of joy, gratitude, love, it's larger than any other organ in the body, including the brain. It is the energy we feel when we walk into a room and we think, oh, I love their vibe, or the energy in this room feels good. And it's the energy we don't feel when somebody feels cold or distant. The guarding of the heart for protection is an illusion of safety that actually weakens us. Open, the heart is a powerful transmuter of energy, capable of breathing in suffering and exhaling relief. And we see this in the Buddhist meditation practice of Tonglen. The breath can become a bridge between the mind and the body. It is a sacred tool for emotional release, for building resiliency and cultivating presence. When you exhale fully, you let go. When you sigh, you surrender. And when you cry, you cleanse. You don't need to dig into every wound. You just need to breathe with what is there and ask, what am I holding on to that I never let myself mourn? I want to offer a guided drop-in, opening the heart gate. So go ahead and sit nice and tall. Place your hands over your chest and breathe slowly and deeply all the way down to your belly, noticing the pauses. And then say, heart, what are you still holding for me? And then breathe again. Where have I armored myself to survive, but am now ready to soften and live? And then feel it, let it come. Tears, yawns, sighs. And when you're ready, whisper, I honor you, heart. You don't have to carry it all alone anymore. You can strengthen the heart and lungs with proper breathing, in and out through the nose for 4 counts to neutralize your nervous system. This is also known as a heart coherence breath. In for 4 and out for 8 will shift you into parasympathetic, and this will lower the blood pressure and slows the heart. The breath is powerful. It is meant to move life force through the body, and it's not only meant to bring in inspiration, the inspired breath, but it's also designed to release and let go. Not only emotions and thoughts and beliefs, but even used to release stagnant energy, toxins from the body. Now, before you go, I want you to take this with you. I created something sacred to support this journey, the Body as Oracle. It's a 7-part journal to help you decode the energetic and emotional language of your body. It's free and it's for you. You can download it below and subscribe to keep moving with us through this journey. Our next stop is the throat and the voice, and what truth still needs to be spoken, sung, or maybe even screamed. What have you been holding in your heart that might be ready to be released? And what would it feel like to breathe all the way in again? Just imagine that. To feel that expansiveness. Your body is the bridge back to truth. Walk it softly, walk it fully, and walk it home. And remember, I see the light in you, and it is freaking brilliant. And I so badly want you to see it too.